Everyone remembers it in January of 2021. Everyone thought that, the Wall Street bets was this big ordeal. Everyone was flocking to it because you had a few prominent figureheads like Elon Musk tweeting about it 2 days before the buy button was taken away in January. But this is the reality of the situation. And by the way, further evidence of this suggests that there's no way my channel really has 30,000 subs. So I would like to get it down to 7 or 8,000, and the only way to do that is to shut it off from bot commentary. So you're going to find you're not able to comment anymore because most of them weren't even real people anyway. The real people end up coming to Discord to at least reach out and say hello. That doesn't mean they have to join the membership, but they at least come and reach out. That's what real people do. They don't sit behind comments on the internet. So we're going to show you just how roped in everyone was to a PSYOP operation, looking at just simple data. And you can't really argue this with emotion. That's, again, why I took the comments off. If you have an actual argument against this, you can email me at any time. So, institutions clearly pumped Reddit full of bots during the GME saga. You're going to have to change my mind on this one with valid evidence. So, if you look at any other any other subreddit during this time, there's nothing else even remotely close than to what happened with Wall Street Bets. You had on March 2020, 1.04 million users. Then you go look at what happened in January. At the very, very beginning of January 2021, that doubled to 2.06 million users. Then, literally overnight, this goes from 2 million to 9 million. Not the day that the buy button was taken away, which is when you would have expected this to happen, but the day before the buy button was taken away, you have Reddit Wall Street Bets flushed and pumped with over 8 million user accounts. Now, of these accounts, I bet 10% of them are real. Maybe even that. That's probably a generous number there. It's probably much less. But we have 8 million unaccounted for users, basically. Where are they all? Well, they're basically bots. They have to be because look at the content that's coming out of Reddit. It's complete nonsense. Now, on top of this, if we look at the comment averages between 20 and 40K prior to January 2021, you also see the comments per day seriously skyrocket up to never before seen highs, and then they just drop off entirely. This is not normal behavior. This is clearly the same psychology that you see on stock charts pump and dumps. It's the institutions. They needed someone to point the finger at, and they found them, the self-proclaimed apes. Now, comments surged to an all-time high, but look, 394,000 comments per day on January 27th, the day before the buy button was taken away. So if it was really that big a deal that the buy button was taken away, how come everyone stopped commenting the day that the buy button was taken away? That makes zero sense. And any human being with any brain cells left in their head would realize, oh my gosh, that's not normal. You would expect, if this all was real and not complete bullshit, that this would have occurred the day that the buy button was taken away, because that would make sense. That's when everyone gets pissed. That's when everyone feels cheated. That's when everyone runs to Reddit to comment. Not the day before it happens and then they leave the day the buy button was taken away. That makes zero sense. So if you got to this portion of the video and you realize, oh crap, then that's good. You're waking up. If you're still denying it, you got to get around this because this is not normal. Now, Robinhood restricted the trading again on the 28th. So, again, someone needs to explain to me before we go any further as to why we should be looking onto Reddit, why we should be trusting anything that comes out of that place. How can you explain this away? You can't. This cannot be explained away. Everyone suddenly leaves GameStop by February 3rd, stops commenting about it. Superstonk wasn't created then, not yet. That didn't come till later in February. So, you tell me. I've been trying to tell you for some time now, but this is hard to ignore evidence that 8 million users just disappear because they never existed in the first place. DFV's videos don't even have 1 million views yet, a lot of them. So there clearly could not have been 8 million users into the whole GME fiasco in January. There is no possible way. So if anyone has any evidence against this, please present it in a adult-like fashion. You can email me. And if you don't know where to find my email, then that's too bad. But hey, there was never any 8 million user count. That never happened. This is clearly a psychological operation that most people are roped into that are actually real people. It's kind of sad, So I'm trying to get them to understand that you're literally being taken advantage of by the very people you think you're fighting with, and you're dealing with bot networks. So if anyone agrees with you, they're either number one, intellectually dishonest because they're using the situation to their advantage to take advantage of you, because they know you're going to buy into their hopium, or two, it's bots or the industry. There's really no other explanation, because it can't be reality. Because if it was reality, you would have some form of evidence to show for it. And all you got is hefty bags. But there's a way to alleviate those hefty bags by learning what's going on and learning how to utilize options and learning how trading really works and the markets really work, and how all of this stuff has literally been pinned on you to reduce your awareness levels altogether. Because what I'm seeing going on in social media is pretty sad. So again, you can't really argue this. Good luck explaining this one away. That does not make sense. You can't have a bunch of people for a movement against Wall Street because they took the buy button away. You can't have them come in before they take the buy button away and leave directly after. That makes no sense. So again, it's a psyop. Congratulations. It's time to stop.